Today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with an actor, director, presenter, gamer, and founder of one of the leading creative platforms championing ethnicity in the film industry, the Corner Shop Network. He's brought us shows like Mandem on the Wall, the Corner Shop series, Halalians, and featured in some of the BBC's most viewed and award-winning shows like Man Like Mobeen, Mood, Alma's Not Normal, just to name a few. As a filmmaker, this year he released the powerful short film Go Back to Your Country, based on the anti-immigration riots, which has reached 1.7 million views across social media. And he was also nominated as the Best Entertainment Creator at the ITVBe Creator Awards 2025. I am so excited to welcome your favorite creator's favorite creator, Mr. Islah!
Hey. What an intro. Hey, I'm using that for like all my socials. That was sick.
I got you, bro.
Hey, what? Come on.
Islah,
Come on.
welcome to the
God.
mainstream.
Now, hold on. Before we start,
Yeah.
you deserve your flowers as well.
Oh, stop it.
No. I had to do this. I said I'm going to do this, right? Because you've been presenting for donkey's years, yeah? You've been putting all the work in. When I see you come on stage, and there's no shade thrown to any other presenters,
Yeah,
but I remember watching you once when you opened for a film that we were
Oh,
watching.
it was some motherhood.
Yeah.
I remember because you messaged me immediately.
The energy you had on stage and the hype you brought to the room, I was like, why can't every other presenter do it like this?
Oh, thank
do you know what I mean?
man.
Then you did another film. What was it? I think it was Bel Air season 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, as soon as you walked in, I was like, she's gonna hype everyone up. Watch. Everyone got hyped and everyone actually enjoyed the film. I was like, there's certain talent you can't teach and you got it. Do you know what I mean? Not even the stat, yeah. Look at the
All right, podcast over, I'm done.
The mainstream, right? You started a platform, you're helping other people while you're still building your own thing. Listen, you deserve your flowers, man, straight up.
Thank you, man.
Straight
I
up.
appreciate you. And well, this is what I love. I love sitting down with my peers who are equally doing incredible things. So let's talk about it, because honestly, your journey is so inspiring. What you're building, what you're creating is incredible. And you was also one of the mainstream one to watch creatives in 2023. Boy. Yes, honey. One of the first years that we did it. So I'm honored to have you. And of course, this year, I feel like 2025 has been a very good year for you.
You know what? Praise be to God, man. That's all I can say. It's been a wild race, just like industry, isn't it? Up and down, up and down. Do you know what I mean? But it has. I do feel like there's been a lot of highlights. 100%.
Well, good.
100%.
Let's talk about it. So, okay, I want to take it all the way back.
Okay,
to
we're
the
going
very
back.
beginning.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So when I was born, Lewisham Hospital.
Okay, a little bit. A little. We'll come maybe more to the talking stage. But like, honestly, when you was young, did you know what you wanted to be when you was growing up?
When I was young, did I know what I wanted to be? I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. I genuinely didn't. I think I was one of those kids that were lost with, I don't know what I want to do in life, and I hope I figure it out. And then I think I stumbled across media by accident.
Okay.
So I only passed 4 of my GCSEs at the time. And I had to retake maths, which then meant I had to take on a BTEC in order to do A-levels.
Okay.
We all know the drama behind school, college and whatnot. And then I discovered media studies. And I was like, what is this? Do you know what I mean? And I did it and I fell in love with it. But
good.
I always knew I had a knack for it, because when I was a kid, I used to film my little cousins playing football on my phone. And
Wait, you had a phone as a kid?
I had like one of them old Sagem
Don't
phones,
make
man.
it sound like it was. You had a phone.
I had a phone. Well, I was in year 11 by then, didn't it?
Oh, okay, fair.
But,
I thought you meant like, year
no,
7, first one with a phone.
I had my 3310 by the time I was like in year 9, man. It was low. But I had this, when camera phones were a thing, like when they first started coming out, I started filming my cousins doing football tricks and stuff, and I took it on Windows Movie Maker and I edited it and stuff. So I had a knack for it, but yeah, I never actually fell in love with it the way I did until I discovered it in college.
Fair enough.
And that's when I was like, I want to pursue something in this field.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, there's something here. And I pursued it all the way till uni.
That's sick. That's it. Yeah. Well, you actually recently said your first opportunity as an actor was on CBBC as a kid.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was God giving me the signs.
That's crazy.
I never knew. But so basically, I was actually in year 1 or year 2.
That's young. What's that, like? I was 6, 7?
Yeah, I was 6, 7. I remember I was in year 1 or 2 or something. I think it was year 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then BBC got in touch with my school at the time. Shout out to John Ball. BBC got in touch with my school and said, we need 2 students. that are camera friendly, and we want to do like educational, BBC educational
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
thing, right? So I just had to sit with my mum, and my brother did it as well, and then we just went through like maths homework or English homework or something like that, and it was just on camera.
Okay.
So it was very basic stuff,
But you got paid.
but I got paid. And then with that money, I went and bought Pokemon on Game Boy, and
That's so cute.
I earned my first game. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
That's why you're the gamer that you are today.
Yeah,
as well.
I think God was giving me the signs from the beginning. Like, yo, this is just letting you know, this is opportunity here.
That's
You know,
so
maybe the
cute.
inspiration was there from when I was little.
So, okay, did that actually turn into anything? Like, was you curious about being on TV as a kid, or
Nah.
really?
Literally, that was just an opportunity that happened, and then it passed. That was it. And then I never thought about it. I even forgot about it until I was like in the industry. I was like, wait, hold on. I remember I did that thing years ago. But by then, back then we didn't have on demand.
Yeah, you
so I don't even know where that footage is.
Probably wasn't recorded anywhere.
Somewhere in the BBC archive. I don't know.
Yeah. That's so fun. We need to find that.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Someone on the BBC is going to get it out of a shovel and like find it somewhere.
The
Do you know what I
deep
mean?
library.
Yeah, the deep library. But I don't know. I don't know if it contributed, but it definitely feels inspiring that I had a full circle moment
Definitely.
that happened. So
I love that. Okay, well, let's fast forward a little bit because, like you said, in your teens, you did your BTEC in media and then moved on to Kingston University to study media, film, and television broadcasting. So that means you really knew.
yeah, by then I was like, this is definitely what I want to pursue.
Right.
Because I did it media A levels. I did art in foundation degree.
Amazing.
And then I was always chasing like film. And then when I did it in uni, I was like, this is definitely what I want to do.
That's
so
it.
I studied it. But what I think, I have to be honest, if I could turn back time and go back to that point, I don't think I'd need a degree. Because you learn,
Ooh,
it's controversial.
The debate, yeah, the big
controversial,
one.
and I'm happy to like debate about it. But my experience is, up till today, there's not a single thing that I've learned in uni that I didn't teach myself. There's not a single thing that uni has taught me that's helped me in the industry. And there's not a single day up till today that anyone has asked to see my degree.
I hear
to
you.
the point, and I'm going to say this now, to the point, on my CV, I lied and said I did a master's. and I got a job interview from it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because no one cared. That's proof, yeah? No one looks at your CV, bro. I got a master's on my CV. I'm probably not going to get any job interviews now because I've baited myself out. I put a master's on my CV and I got job interviews from it. Just to prove the fact that people look at it to judge your status and then give you the opportunity to have an interview, but they never ask for the proof.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So, okay, when people ask you, like, oh, is uni worth it? What do you say?
I would say depends what you're studying.
Okay.
Depends what you're doing. If you want to be a doctor, 100%. Like,
I mean,
go down that. Yeah, pharmaceutical. Do you know what I
Don't
mean?
be just
Yeah.
cutting people
You know,
out.
yeah.
With no qualification. That's
how-
prison time.
yeah. No, that's prison time. That's Lewisham Hospital. That's you know what I'm saying.
Jeez.
It depends what you're studying, but also I think uni is an experience. If you wanna, socialize, meet people, learn, and what there's other skills around uni that you can pick up on. But personally, again, I don't feel like you can't get that anywhere else.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? Like I learned a lot about just communication skills and socializing just through my retail job. So there's so many
that's a
ways
good
you can just
point.
learn about life that's not in uni and doesn't leave you with like grands of debt. Do you know what I mean? So
That part.
I'm gonna be the villain in this story today, but
No, it's a valid point, and I feel like a lot of people that are watching might be, right now we're in a new semester, new school year, and people might be thinking, actually, next year, what does this look like for me?
yeah.
So fair enough. Great point. Well, okay, did you actually, I guess the question is, when you picked the course, did you have a goal of like, okay, when I leave, when I graduate, I'm going to get this job,
I think when I graduated, I was like, oh, I want a job within the industry.
Yeah.
But I still didn't know what it was because there's so many
With
jobs.
this course, you didn't feel like...
I still didn't know because again, the course itself didn't teach you how I thought it would. It just like, they were teaching me about the BBC in 1950. I'm like, how is that going to help me?
We did the
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you. They didn't teach you how to do taxes. They didn't teach you how to be a sole trader.
about
They didn't teach you how to start a company. Nothing. It's just like, okay, so what do I do? To get a job in the media industry, you need experience.
Yeah.
And you can't have experience without getting experience. It was like a catch-22.
No, it's true.
So then I was like,
So
okay,
true.
so what do I do? Do I want to be a camera operator? Do I want to be a live broadcaster? Do I want to do a multicam operator? Like, you know this. How many different jobs are there in the film and TV industry that you want to do?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I know I love film. I know I love storytelling.
Yeah.
I'm going to chase that route by myself and see what happens.
Okay.
And that's what I did. I just dived in that instead. But in terms of uni giving me a job in the industry, I had no clue how to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
It doesn't actually teach you what to do.
That's a very valid. I feel like there should be like at least one, like a couple of weeks just talking through. Okay, in case you don't get a job straight away, or in case you did.
But I do think there's other unis out there that help better, because by the time I left, I was speaking to my younger cousin, and I think he was in Ravensbourne Uni.
Okay, that's a very good media uni,
exactly.
though, to be
so
fair.
It depends on the uni. So they actually coached them through to get a job after they leave the uni. So maybe it was the course I was doing, the time I did it. Things changed. Like this is 2025. If a uni's changed now, I graduated in 2013. Yeah. So it's like I've changed a lot. So I might be wrong now, but this is just my personal experience.
Absolutely.
You know what
I mean? That's fine. Well, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were still at uni when you linked up with the Mandem.
Yes.
For Mandem on the Wall.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know that the Wall of Entertainment, amazing platform, it originally was based off of a series called Mandem on the Wall. And this was back in 2011.
Way back.
Throwback. And it was starring Javan Wade, Purcell Ascot, and D, the comedian, DK. A lot of people know him. And you directed this show.
Man.
Insane.
Yeah, that's, man, it was, so that wall that they sit on in the series is outside my house in South London.
You're lying.
No, this is literally the truth. Like, I looked out my window. The wall is outside my house in South London. So I remember looking out the window, and I was with my best friend. His name's Aminu. With my best friend, I was looking out the window. I was like, I'd love to make a series about like these Mandem on the wall. Literally how I said it. And they were literally Mandem in broccoli on that wall. And it was like everyone would chill on that wall. Like the wall would be packed with Mandem from different ends of broccoli, right?
I love this.
And then I met Javan and Percy and Dee at a talent show. And Dee was performing his stand-up.
Yes.
Javan and Percy were at the Brit School at the time, and they were performing their own little comedy sketch. And I was filming it. So I was in charge of filming the event. And then I saw them. I was like, these three are sick. Like, we need to do something together. Literally took their numbers. We linked up together in Javan's cousin's house, Stefan.
Okay.
And we just started freestyling. Like, we wanted to do something together. And then, we said, I remember telling Dee, actually.
Yeah.
I said, I got an idea about a bunch of Mandem on the wall. And that's literally how I said it to him. And then we were walking through Albany Theatre in Brooklyn, I remember. And then when they freestyled at Stefan's house, we just kind of got together, like brainstormed and everything. And then that's it, man. Lo and behold, everything else just followed through. So my journey to set was just downstairs.
I mean, that helps.
You know what I mean? And then I remember we had such a fun time. I had no idea that it would be as big as it is today. And still is.
Millions of views across social media, YouTube, and like we see now, the 100%. Wall of Entertainment grew man. And
the thing is, it was such a collaborative effort, because while I was directing it and I was editing it, Javan, Percy, and Dee, they wrote all the jokes. They wrote the scripts, and they were so like their minds. I wish I could understand what goes on in their brains.
Yeah.
Like the clogs that turn, because the way they would think of things, and then they'd give us a call, and then we'd be like, oh, we've got this idea, we want to do this scene, and then we'd be like, oh, it'd be fun if we did this, and then I'd think of it in an editing perspective, and I'd be like, oh, we can do this. It was such a collaborative effort, and then we went viral with the first 2 episodes.
You were viral before viral was a thing.
Yeah, it was that era of YouTube when it was just YouTube,
yeah.
And then man, lo and behold, it became what it is, and then Javan, Percy, and Dee, and the rest of Wall of Entertainment, they created what it is today.
Yeah.
Props to them, because now what they're doing is even bigger. They're collaborating with all these other brands and bringing younger people on board. But yeah, man, we're still in touch.
Oh, I love
obviously,
that.
Dee passed away very recently.
Yeah.
Which was a hit for all of us.
Absolutely.
But his legacy still lives on, man, because he was the original, never take off the jacket sort of roadman.
Literally,
he did it. You know what I mean? And
his like you said, his mind as a creative, like even in the most recent years of like the father and son skits that he was doing, like he knows.
If you watch the bloopers of Mandem on the Wall, it's always him making everyone laugh.
Of course,
always him, and he'd bring out his native accent, and then we'd just start cracking up, man. And he was so funny, and we got so many memories with him. And I remember there were scenes that I had to film with him alone.
Okay,
and I'm always gonna cherish those when I think of him, because I remember how much he made me laugh, and then literally laughing and crying from laughter, and then getting in the car or sitting in my room editing, and then we just start getting deep, chatting about deep stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm always gonna remember all the good things about him, man.
Thank God for those memories.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank God.
100%.
That's so special. Well, like we said, this was viral before viral was a thing, and I'm assuming. Did you use this? I mean, did you say, "Hey guys, I made Mandem on the Wall"? Like, did this open any doors for you?
Yeah, 100% it did, because I don't think anyone even back then I wasn't on camera.
Of course,
so people wouldn't unless you won't script through the credits to see who directed it or who was a part of it. And back then I went under a company name.
Was it IR Media?
Yeah, it was IR Media. So it was like under my initials. It wasn't my full name. So you wouldn't know unless you know.
Yeah.
So my audience at the time knew, that grew with me. They're like, it's the guy
people
that made Mandem on the Wall. And then obviously it got onto Channel 4 Youngers.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
Youngers. And then so they were doing really well. And I think when it continued, the success of For the Boys was great.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it was like, okay, where do I go from this? Where can I take this? So then I finished uni at the time. And once I finished uni, I was like, okay, I've got the experience. I can come back with something else. And this time I'm going to try something new.
Yep.
So that's when I made my series Corner Shop. Because I was like, okay, I'll take everything I've learned from Mandem on the Wall and then make my own thing. But this time I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to write it myself. And I'm going to star in it as well and see how that plays out. And it literally, when you've done it once, you do it again. And it's like, now it's like everything I've learned, I know the mechanics behind what to do in order to make it a success. And it's hard work and it's working smart as well. But it definitely did open doors for me. And even now when I tell people, they're like, oh, like that reaction. It's like, oh, you made Mandem on the Wall. I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah. Like, it is that credibility.
Yeah,
I mean?
I hear that.
And it's an honourable thing to be a part of. And shout out to the boys for like we have this experience together that no one else can share.
Yeah.
Like we're tethered to each other for life. Because when I saw Percy the last time, so me and Percy were casted in the same film. We didn't even know.
Oh no way! What was that?
It was was it with UK Fully Focused?
Oh yeah.
Is it Gone Clear? I'm so bad I forgot the name now.
Oh, it was recent, right?
It was very recent.
A couple of years ago. We covered it on the mainstream.
Percy played the father and I played the teacher. I think it's called Gone Clear.
Sounds
so bad if I forgot the name of the film.
It's okay.
But I didn't know he was in it until I think I saw like the trailer or whatever. I was like, oh, Percy's in the film with me. So then we saw each other at the screening, and then obviously crowds of people, and as soon as we saw each other, we were like, and we hugged for like 15 minutes.
Aww.
People try to chat to us and tell us like, oh, one sec, man, we're not finished hugging.
I'm with my brother.
I'm with my brother. So we have this relationship with each other that we can't explain. Yeah. We experience something at such a young age together.
Yeah.
That we're just tethered. Do you know what I mean? We can't shake that off. So it definitely, not only did it open doors for me, it taught me so much. Taught me so much, man.
So good. So good. Okay, so we have to talk about the Corner Shop.
Yeah.
Because that series, first of all, you're an amazing actor.
Thank you, man.
And like I was obviously watching back throwbacks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, you were onto something.
Yeah.
So early in your career, you wrote it, you starred in it, you brought on and I'm saying Mandem, Galdem, everyone. You brought in so many people in this series, and you've mentioned before, like you were surprised at how many people loved it, and like even the comments to this day are still saying, "I grew up." To
this day, you know what I mean?
But people are saying, "I grew up watching this show. This show is so sick." Everybody has a corner shop.
That's it. That was it. That was literally the concept. I'm like, everyone has a corner shop. No matter where you go in the world, you have a corner shop. Whether in New York or London, you have a corner shop. Everyone from all walks of life pops in to get a packet of sweet milk, bread, whatever. And it was like, okay, how can I create this and still rep my people at the same time? Because my dad was the owner of, he was a restaurant owner. He was in that trade. So many of my friends have, off licenses, corner shops, and they work for their dad, and they got to, run the corner shop with him and stuff like that. So it's family business stuff. So it was using that as a stepping stone, as a concept, and then taking it to wherever I could. And it just got more wild and wild the more ideas I thought about for the series. And not only that, like I had to write it, I starred in it, I casted for it, I produced it.
Amazing.
I I did because with YouTube you can't use certain music because of
Of
licenses.
course.
So I beatboxed and sang all the tracks.
You're like,
No joke, no word
I
of a
actually
lie.
didn't clock that.
Yeah, so the theme song is me singing it.
I didn't
And the
clock that at
beatbox, I
all.
started beatboxing with MC Zaini, who
Yeah.
is a famous beatboxer. He tours like worldwide with Jay Sean.
Wow.
See, he taught me how to beatbox. So by the time he was really busy, I was like, "Don't worry, bro, I got this," and I started doing it myself. So I started beatboxing, and then towards the end, I started working with Samyra, who's one of my best friends, very very talented artist, in the studio with her.
Wow.
And then her producer Source, who works with Neo, flew like back and forth from LA.
Okay.
And we were in the studio in Wembley, and then he was recording me beatboxing. He took it to another level. So like I was avoiding that. The whole point of that was just to avoid YouTube copyright
I hear
issues.
it. You
So
were
I
being
did it
resourceful.
myself.
But then you called your global
Yeah,
superstars to
you know
help
what I
you.
mean? But again, a collaborative effort, man. Everyone who was a part of that series saw the good that it was doing,
Yeah.
the representation that it was forming.
Absolutely.
And I was like, yeah, honestly, humbly, I just asked people, "Do you want to be a part of this? I'd love
Yeah.
to have you in this." And that was it, man. But it's my, I think Corner Shop is my Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to East London to cut my hair once, and the barber was cutting my hair and then the third haircut I had with him, he was like, "Bro, you know I used to watch you when I was growing up."
So he was holding that.
He was holding that. You know what I mean? I was like, "What?" Because I'm 21. I used to watch you when I was in year 7. To hear that is mad, because I grew up with Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Like we grew up with Keenan and Kel. Do you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So to hear someone say to me, "I grew up with Corner Shop," like you were my childhood.
That's amazing.
You can't buy that. You can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Even if you had a BBC show, you can't do that.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? And the fact that it was grassroots, it was all on YouTube. And I remember I'd have wild interactions. Like, I remember my dad, he was trying to park his car and there was a bay free. He was like, "Get outside and make sure someone don't take that bay."
Yeah.
Someone's trying to get into it. So I had to stop the woman. I was like, "Oh, sister, I'm so sorry. Can my dad park here because he found a spot first."
Yeah.
She winds the window and goes, "I know you. You're from the Corner Shop." I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "My son is homeschooled. He doesn't watch anything else but that. And that's the only thing he's allowed to watch." I'm like, "That's sick. Can my dad still take the parking?"
Like, anyway.
I've had crazy interactions.
Oh, wow.
And every interaction is always wholesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
That's why people shout down the road like, "Yo, Malik," or "Yo, Corner Shop." I never get my road. It's like, "Yo, the Corner Shop guys."
Do people actually know your name?
Yeah, most of them do now.
Now.
I get Mr. Islah, but when it was around that era, it was like, "Oh, Corner Shop." Oh man, they cool because they believe that your character is real.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Especially
Absolutely.
with the little ones.
They probably think that is your
Yeah.
dad's corner shop.
100%. 100%. People used to ask me, "Where'd you?" We actually filmed in 4 different corner shops.
Oh, really?
Real corner shops.
How do you even get permission for stuff
I
like
just
that?
asked.
Oh.
I literally went around all of as
Fair
many corner shops in East London I could ask. Then I went all the way down to Heathrow at one point. And then there was a guy, I put it on my Facebook, I said, "Has anyone got a shop I can use?" And this guy
way.
that ran a cost cutter at the time, he goes, "Yeah, you can use my store." So then we used his
Sick.
store. And then customers would come in and out. And we'd have to keep pausing. Literally, that's how we shot
So
it.
it wasn't like you closed it down for the...
No.
Oh,
We did it
you
live.
were just making it work.
Yeah. People, like, we'd be in the aisle and someone would come in just for his milk, and then be like, "Just gotta wait, and then you get that. "Oh, get my good side. You filming for his standards?" You know what I mean? You'd get all that, and then
You're like, "No, sir.
yeah, no,
Please
sorry,
move on."
carry on. Yeah, and then I had to start writing scenes outside of the shop and take the characters out. Do you know what I mean? And start
Fair
venturing
enough.
out because of that problem. But 4 shops in total, we had to keep moving because it just stopped. It was just getting problematic.
That's so
Do you
impressive.
know what I mean? But I remember the last episode we did, we turned it into a feature film
Okay.
on YouTube.
Of
I remember,
course,
yeah,
yes.
it was a massive feature. We got it into Cineworld 2019.
Huge.
And the closing scene was me saying goodbye to my co-star, who was in it the whole way through, and that was really emotional. And then it was me walking towards the end of the shot, turning the light off, and the shutter's going down. And it was such a Fresh Prince
That
moment.
is so Fresh Prince.
It was so Fresh Prince. That's how I know Fresh Prince was in the back of my head the whole time.
Absolutely.
And it was me. It's my way of just closing the shop and just saying goodbye to the series, because I was like, it's ended on a high. I'm gonna leave it there because my life has moved on as well, and I'm trying to do other creative things. But up to this day, yeah, people still tell me, "When's it coming back?"
Are you serious?
People want it. They're like, "When's it coming back?" I'm like, "Bro, like it's been 10 years, man."
BBC. BBC Free.
10, 11 years. People are like, "Oh, when's it coming back?" And I'm like, I can't. Everyone's moved on. Like the characters are gone. Like the actors are gone.
Hey, if Gavin and Stacey can do a reboot,
Yeah.
So can the corner shop.
But the amount of people come back for EastEnders, I'll probably pull it off, man. Do you know what I mean?
There we go.
Yeah.
There
I don't
we
know.
go.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Well, I mean, the success of the series then allowed the channel, your YouTube channel, to evolve, and you now have an incredible creative platform, the Corner Shop Network.
Yes.
So, why did you want to expand it in that way, and like, how did you go about doing that?
It took a while. I think that my first thing was I've created such a diverse audience.
Yeah.
So there was like Asians, Arabs, East Asians. Everyone was like glued to the channel. Like, oh, what are you doing next now that Corner Shop's over? I'm like, I don't know, bruv. Like, what do I do? And then I saw like Lad Bible. I saw what the boys were doing with All of Entertainment.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I can do something like that. And I've always been the type of person to help others.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make it all about myself. So it took a while to kind of find my feet and figure out how I'm going to do it. And then, I looked at, other platforms. I'm like, okay, so what could I rename it to kind of give it that, this is what it was, this is now what it is. And then the Corner Shop Network came to mind. I was like, okay, cool, this is great. And then I was like, okay, so now I need a team. So I reached out to my friends.
That's the part.
I reached out to my friends who are always eager to do things like presenting, acting, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I just pitched the idea. I was like, look, I'm trying to make like an ethnic version of a Lad Bible or a ethnic version of, you know what I mean? And I feel like there's no representation for South Asians, East Asians, Arabs, and minorities. When I say minorities, I'm like ethnicities you haven't even heard of.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to build on that. And then everyone just loved the idea. So people would come on board to make comedy sketches, go to events, make like unscripted content.
Yeah.
And then it just evolved from there, man. And then it was, again, meeting people, networking. You start going to like red carpet stuff. Yeah. Getting all the press.
You guys are always at the red carpet.
But
I love it.
There's two of my presenters there today as well, actually. While
oh
I'm
my
here.
Goodness.
So it's come to that point now where the page runs itself.
Amazing.
And all the presenters that have joined were once upon a time just up and coming.
Yeah.
To the point they've got their own, they do their own thing outside of it.
Absolutely.
And they use Corner Shop Network as their platform to kind of, again, do their own thing, but use the platform to elevate themselves while elevating the community, and then get the jobs. So sometimes the jobs come through to me, to my colleague Liv, and then emails, blah, blah, blah. And then we just give it to the presenter to handle it.
Wow.
And then they know how to film themselves, edit themselves, and then
so everyone does their own bit.
Everyone does their own bit.
That's amazing.
Everyone,
so it's really collaborative.
Yeah, it's collaborative.
That's amazing.
And it's a unit as well. So I know, you know this well, Brad. The industry is very toxic with people. People can be backstabbing. People can be like, you know what I mean? So I consciously, whoever's going to be a part of the core group of the Corner Shop Network, I literally have like a checklist of, are you this type of person? Because if one of these,
vibes, good vibes.
Yeah, bad vibes, good vibes. Because if it takes one toxic person to ruin it for the rest of the group,
absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? So everyone that's in the core part of the group, we champion each other. We like, sometimes I'm like, I get a job for like a presenting job. I'm like, yo, guys, we got this. Who wants to take it? No, you take it. No, you take it. No, you did the last one. I'm like, can someone take it, please? Because like I got a reply. So I mean, so that's the kind of unit I've built, because it's a safe space.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't have time for anyone who wants to, do you know what I mean? Be negative in that space. So it's build that unit to make sure everyone feels comfortable with each other as well. Because we make group content at the same time. So it's not just the presenting. It's we make comedy content, and we need that group to be functional. We need that group to be like, I love spending time with each other. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's similar to the mainstream.
Yeah,
You've done it as well. And you've got an award show.
Following in your footsteps, though.
Nah, man, come on. We're walking side by side, man. That's how
there's room for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I honestly think it's always about giving to the next generation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because after we're like done and, resting, we need the youngers to come up and, do better.
And also, I feel like as each generation comes in, more ideas, more creativity comes in. So I'm still learning from people every day. So
100%.
like, I love working with young people because
I'm learning.
I'm getting old.
I'm learning new Gen Z slang every day. I started learning
I'm not going that far.
I started learning this.
Oh, clock it.
Clapping. Apparently this is clapping now. See, if I wasn't...
It's clock it.
Clock it. What's a clock it? I said clock is the sweet you have. Look, that's lock it. Lock it.
It's just clock it.
Clock it. Yeah. Is it that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to understand
It's actually... we actually talked about this on Tanya Moore's episode. This keeps on coming back, guys.
I don't know what this is.
Anyway,
yeah. But yeah, you got to be around that young energy to keep things fresh. They have fresh ideas. They got new ideas. You got to, they give you energy
Literally.
when you're feeling like, oh, I'm getting over this. Do you know what I mean? So
like a shout out to the production assistants in the room.
Yes.
Always giving us energy, because like sometimes I'm like, guys, I'm nervous. Guys, it's a long day. Oh, what's going on? And they're like, chill, man, you're gonna be fine. I'm like,
they got that fire that we had when we started.
Absolutely.
And if we don't, without them, we can't keep that fire alive.
Facts.
So we need
big
them.
up all the
big up, man.
Everyone
Big
in the
up.
background. We see you.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
you. But yeah, what I really love about what you're doing is the fact that you're representing. You mentioned it yourself, and like, you know, you have a Bangladeshi background, but you, like you said, consistently want to make sure that everyone's represented. So why is it important for you to champion that? Oh, here we go. Sat up.
You got to remember. So I was born in 1991. Are you a 91 baby?
I'm 89.
89. So we're similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the days where we'd turn on the TV and we'd not see anyone that looks like us?
Yeah.
Do you remember that feeling you'd get? And do you remember when you did eventually?
I mean, we still
see,
occasionally feel it now.
Yeah, but it's back then, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you know when you see someone that borderline just almost did look like you, that hopeful feeling you'd get.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That feeling is like trauma to me. Do you know what I mean? And I never want a young person to feel that way. And that's the root of why I do it. That's the root of it.
Yeah.
Then growing up in the industry and learning how much how much representation it lacks, and then living in this country and experiencing racism, like that's more than enough reasons for me to be like, right, I need to do something about it. Because we have so many like panels, like, oh, we got a panel about diversity, we got a panel about inclusivity. The day panels start working is the day we don't have any more panels.
I hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel talks about inclusivity and diversity, right? We're just complaining. We keep complaining. And we're expecting the people above to do something about it.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it. And if they do, it's going to take like 50 working days. Do you know what I mean? Just to reply to an email. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I hear it.
So someone's got to do it. Someone has to put it on their shoulders to be like, I'm not waiting around.
Yeah.
Because I know that this is needed. I'm not going to wait. And there's people waiting in line. You either hold that door open, yeah, and let everyone go through, or you just keep knocking on it and waiting for them to open it. Because that door's locked. You know what I mean? You got to kick it down. And then while it's down, you got to hold it and be like, yo, come, let's go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And take your shoes off when you go in, because we're Asian, bro. You got to take your shoes off. You have to. And that's why representation is so important. You look at things like the World Cup. Yeah. Everyone cheers for their country. And when their country scores a goal, yeah, let alone win the game, when they score a goal, the whole country is going wild. Like, it don't matter if you're like, you know, what kind of background you're from. It's like, yo, we scored. Yeah. We scored. Do you know what I mean? My country's not in the World Cup, right? So I look for the nearest country that is, right? And I remember the last World Cup was Morocco. Morocco was doing sick in the World Cup, yeah? I was Moroccan, bro. I was like, bruv, I'm Moroccan today. Do you know what I mean? Everyone in Africa was like, yo, we're African today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Morocco is in Africa, we're African. That's it. It didn't matter.
I hear it.
But that is the feeling, that World Cup feeling that we get when we're represented, yeah?
Absolutely.
That's why we do it. That feeling is why we do it. Do you know what I mean?
We love that.
Come on.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, again, as much as you are helping others, you are booked and busy, sir. Like, you know, you're constantly writing, directing, producing, acting in so many different productions, whether you're booked to do a wedding or, you know, you've worked with Channel 4 and directed for different productions. But then, of course, as the actor, darling, you've been...
The actor.
You've been featured in some of, like I said, BBC's highest rated and award-winning shows, like Man Like Mobeen, Alma's Not Normal, Mood, films like Rocks.
Yeah.
Like, these are incredible accolades, and you seem to have a very good skill at picking winning shows.
You know, I wish it was me picking them. But honestly, I get the audition like every other actor does.
Fair enough.
I put in the work, I audition, and then I get picked. Do you know what I mean? With all the roles that I have got, there's been so many roles that I haven't got.
I
do you know what I mean?
that.
That's the side that no one sees because either I don't talk about it or I'm NDA'd. Do you know what I mean? So
Fair enough.
I can't talk about it. But you might, like, I have to say, as many great things I've been a part of, Man Like Mobeen, Alma's Not Normal, and even the things that I create myself, right? There is so many things that I haven't been a part of. Like, I've auditioned for like Marvel. I've auditioned for...
Oh, I know that's your bag as well.
Exactly. I've auditioned for big films that have been out now.
Yeah.
That are out right now, actually, that I've been so close to.
Serious.
And it gets taken from me like, oh, it's gone it's gone a different way.
Damn.
And the amount of like hope that I have, I'm like, oh, I'm so close, I'm so close. But I learned the hard way of getting that rejection to be like, it's not meant for me. It's not meant for me. You know, if it wasn't meant for me, it wouldn't miss me. And that's the way you have to be. So when I do an audition now, I'm like, I play the role, do the part.
Yeah.
I offer them what I can give. Like, how can I help your production?
Yeah.
And if it's not what you want, cool. It's not me. It's the production. It's, we need someone that's like 2 inches taller.
Oh my gosh.
We need someone that's got blue eyes. Whatever it is.
I can buy some shoes.
You know what I mean?
Get contacts.
It might not even be your point. It might just literally be like, oh, you know what? We loved you, but this guy looks more related to that character, so it just works better for the whole thing. You have to think about it like that. Because if you don't, you're gonna start thinking, "Oh, am I a bad actor?" Like,
it's not about you.
It's not always about you. I mean, sometimes you might be a bad actor.
Yeah,
it's not always about you. So there are things that I didn't get, but I'm so grateful for the things that I have.
Yeah.
And there's been things I've starred in that have been pulled, like they've just been pulled off the shelf. And
what do you do with stuff like that? Because obviously,
so you mentioned Rocks, yeah?
Yeah.
I was in that film, and the director loved me, and I got cut from it. I got cut from the film. I still got credited. Got cut from the film purely because of the fact that the character that I was related to, her scenes got cut down, which then meant my character's scenes got even further. And like, we don't need it anymore.
The worst thing is, I've seen Rocks, and in my head I was like, nah, he was in it.
Yeah.
Because
everyone says that.
When I saw the credit, I convinced myself that I saw you in the film.
I think it's because the behind the scenes was so strong that people just thought I was in it. But
myself.
the maddest thing was I was in a chicken shop in that film, and they cut the whole thing. And then the irony was when I got the call from Man Like Mobeen.
Yeah.
Man Like Mobeen is the craziest story. Yeah. I was at the premiere for Corner Shop, the last episode. Yeah.
No way.
And then I had to go to film the day on that night, so I had to travel all the way to Birmingham. But the audition story was crazy.
Oh, go on then.
Right.
We got time.
I came out of the hospital with kidney stones.
Oh my God.
And if anyone knows what kidney stones are, they're painful. Yeah, they're painful.
Heard it's horrible.
Came out and I was like, I've got to memorize 6 pages of 2 characters. How am I going to do this? I went into the room. I was like, listen, guys, I'm going to be honest. I was so honest with them. I was like, I've only memorized the page. I'll do what I can. They're like, yeah, just go for it.
Oh, wow.
Did it, left. I was like, yeah, I messed it up. And then I get a call later. My agent was like, oh, the role's been cut. Like the role's been like back. It's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
But they liked you so much that they wrote a new role and they want you to fill it. So I was like, I'm down. And then the script had 2 lines. It was 2 lines, like 2 lines to go all the way to Birmingham for Man Like Mobeen. Should I do it? First of all, Ghazi is a good friend.
Yeah.
Tez is a good friend. Like, Tolly was a good friend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I was like, they definitely put in a good word. 100% they did.
Nice.
But I put in the work.
Absolutely.
I auditioned. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
this is the thing that people don't understand about this industry. Yes, we work hard. But also, if your friend can plug you,
100%.
bring the Mandem in.
100%.
Because it goes a long way.
It goes a long way. And the thing is, the people you recommend, also, if you're going to recommend someone, make sure that person can do the job.
Yeah.
And you're not just doing it because, he's my boy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that person then represents you to do a good job. So when Guz was putting in a good word and Tez and Tolu, they were like, yo, he's good. Like, you know, like, and they watched my audition, like, yeah, we like him. Then we got to set and then I had like a sore throat. I had like a sleep.
I hate that feeling,
you know what I mean? And
when you wait for something and then you're like, why am I...
worst, you know what I mean? But then it was so good because we improv'd so many lines.
Amazing.
And then the director loved it. And then I came out with a line at the end when Tez was asking if the chicken and chips was halal.
Right.
I said, yes, halal vegan. And I don't know why.
So you made that up?
I made that up.
Nah, that's crazy.
And it was in the wide shot, the last shot we did. And then the director's like, oh, did we get that in the close? And we're like, no, we got a wrap now. I was like, oh, crap. So he loved that. And it was, I think up till today, it's like one of my most iconic comedy roles that I've ever done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it's an iconic show.
Iconic show, man.
So
iconic show.
Perfect. Oh, amazing, man. Well, it also seems like you don't ever turn down a new challenge because you also had a show on BBC Asian Network.
Yeah, 100%.
And you smashed it.
Yeah.
You are an award-winning broadcaster. You won Silver Best Ensemble Cast at the 2021 Audio Production Awards alongside Nikita.
Yeah.
Epic. How on earth did you go from acting to filming to directing to now radio presenting?
You know what? I think presenting is very personality based.
True.
So when I got the presenting gig, I did pilot for BBC.
Okay.
I did pilot. I went in twice to do like a pilot and just get used to kind of doing it. And then it wasn't the pilots that got me the gig. It was a YouTube video. So me and Nikita did a YouTube video together where we were just playing like an unscripted little game that we did.
Right.
And then the manager of Asian network saw it, reached out and said, I love the chemistry you two have.
No way.
Do you want to come in for a pilot? I was like, oh, I already piloted. He goes, no, I don't want to listen to what you did before.
Forget that.
Come in and I want to hear you two together on there. So we went for like 3 pilots. We just got it done and then he was like, yeah, all good. And he went from there. So if anyone ever tells you, you need a CV, you don't need a CV.
Well, but also it proves that chemistry is really important.
Not just that, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. Put that video out.
Great point.
Because you never know who's watching. And that's honestly what got me the gig. Amazing. And then we were just really good together. And then we started doing the breakfast show. Nikita went on to do the breakfast show. I couldn't commit to it. Then me and Mehreen Beg did it. And, so we won the award. It was a good run, man. And it was lovely to go in and out of BBC Radio. And, One Extra was next door. So I'd always bump into everyone. And it just became like a nice little circuit. But yeah, man, radio, this, man. Radio presenter is not easy.
Mate,
it's not easy.
Trust me, I know. But also, I love that you've built this BBC family.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the shows you've been on have been on BBC, BBC Asian Network, and then the brands love you as well.
Yeah, man, strong little BBC background.
I love that.
Yeah, man, but I never stopped doing things on my own. I never stopped creating my own stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't sit there waiting for opportunities to land on your plate. You gotta go and cook it yourself. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. Get it all together, seasonings and all. Well, okay. Since leaving radio, you've definitely solidified your name as an all-rounder presenter as well. And you've worked with brands like Game, Citroen, PlayStation, Prime Video, O2, Marvel, Unidays, Warner Brothers, Samsung, Universal, Netflix. This is both independently and with the Corner Shop Network. And this has been over so many years, which is incredible. So for anyone that's interested in becoming a presenter or a content creator that's trying to work with brands and get those opportunities, what would you say to them?
Okay. This is the advice part, right?
I mean, we're still lukewarm in talking about you.
Practical advice I would give, is think strategically. Think about the brand that you want to work with. Yeah. Look at what they're currently promoting, how they're promoting it, and see if you can fit yourself in that niche.
I get it.
So, for example, let's take this microphone. All right. So what we working with, Rode, Big up Rode. Yep. Is it Rode, bro? Yeah, it's Rode. All right, sorry. Look up what Rode is doing. Yeah, go on their website. Yeah. See what they're currently promoting. If they've got a new product, right? It might mean that you find someone who's got it and then you test it out and then you do a unboxing of it or you do a review on the mic or you do some sort of content around it in a way that Rode would look at it and be like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
What's this person's name? Get their interest. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Go on the website. Look at the contact page. Find what the email is, and then chances are, you see, this is a bit stalkerish, but
it's
chances
info
are
at,
or it's the
contact us at
someone's name surname.
Yeah,
go on LinkedIn, look for the the company name, message and reach out, put yourself out there, and then that's how I would say work with the brand. See how it's marketing.
Yeah,
you gotta think about it like that. And then if anything, if you get stuck, look at other people that are doing it that you aspire to be like. How are they doing it? How can I do it similar? And how can I do it in my own way? Because although there's so many thousands of creators out there, no one can ever be you. So you always offer something unique that someone else can't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As many Bangladeshi guys as there are, there's someone out there that's got a different type of voice, a different sort of sense of humor, a different sort of a perspective on how they do things, how they edit. So you can always do things uniquely. Yeah. You just got to find out what that is. That's my advice on working with brands.
Genius. You know what I mean? I love it.
That's it.
And you do wear a lot of hats.
I do, because it's tiring.
I was going to say,
it's tiring.
I'm so impressed at how you've built your career, the Corner Shop Network, and you also have time to give to others. You've supported it. You've done workshops, you've done community outreach, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. How do you balance it all?
You know what? On my wall, I have 2 whiteboard calendars, and I fill in the months. And honestly, it's scheduling. Scheduling is everything.
Really?
And then you realize the things you want to say yes to and the things you want to say no to.
I hear it.
When you invited me to this, although I'm sitting here with a fractured toe right now,
bless you.
But this was one thing I was like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I want to do this, so I'm going to say yes to it. You got to say no to certain things because when things start taking up your time, you have to ask yourself, is this investing into my vision?
Yeah.
If it's not, sadly I'm gonna have to park it for a bit.
Yeah.
But there might be times you're like, I got a night free, I can go. Do you know what I mean? But it's scheduling, man, and then it's knowing what I've got creative ADHD, so I love presenting, I love acting, I love directing, I love and then sometimes I get bored of one thing, I need to move to something else.
Oh wow.
So when I do that, I have a break. So like I was so into my gaming at one point, I was like, I want to make a gaming series, so I made Islah's Game Chat.
Yeah.
Where I sat with a gamer and I made a whole unscripted show, and that was my thing for June, July, August. I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. And then when it was coming towards the end of it, I was like, I miss acting, I miss filmmaking.
Wow.
I'm gonna have this out ready to go, and it was ready to go, and then I shifted back into acting and did my thing there, and then
you're making me feel anxious from the work.
Yeah, but
like, this is a lot.
But the thing is, when you love what you do, it's not work.
I hear you.
Know what I mean? So that's how I do it. I schedule.
Yeah.
And I think about what I'm passionate about, and it's like even down to filming as one niche. Sometimes I do comedy. I get bored of comedy. I do drama. And when I do drama, things get too serious. I'm like, I need to do comedy again. So I switch. Switch. Even presenting, like if a presenting opportunity occurs now, I decide what it is if I want to do it or not.
Yeah.
Because if it's something I'm not passionate about, it won't come across. Because yes, I can do the research. I can do the research on the person, which you should do.
Yeah.
You can do the background checks and all that sort of stuff. But for me now, my priority is if I'm doing presenting, I have to be passionate about the subject matter, the person, and it's got because it comes across. And sometimes when your passion comes across, people are like, oh, you're making me feel passionate, like just by watching it.
Yeah.
So that's how I manage, man. It's hard,
mate.
It's hard.
I'm exhausted just from you telling me all of this.
And the thing, I edit my own stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
I do all the sound engineering myself, the color grading, the acting, the writing, the producing. I do everything, and now I do like praise be to God. I got a good team around me, a good team of people where we again collaborative effort. So if I do struggle at something, I'm like, yo, can you help me do this? Because while I'm doing that, you can do this, and then we can check in again, and we can do this.
That makes sense.
Do you know what I mean? And again, collaborative stuff, man. Because if you're an actor, and you're like, oh, how do I get myself in a film? There's a DOP out there that needs an actor to film because he's got a new camera that he wants to test out, but he's got no one to film. Yeah. That DOP, he doesn't. An actor just can't stand there and like be aimless. You need a script.
Hope for someone,
Someone's written a script that needs actors.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's a sound guy like, oh, I've got this new mic. I need to record something. Do you know what I mean? Go record. He's got nothing to record. That's how you do it. People come together. I'm doing this. Networking. That's how you do it, man. And you. So for me, it's a benefit because when I want to act or when I want to make a film, I've got an AD who wants to AD. I've got a DOP who wants to DOP who's itching to do something.
That's
and then
amazing.
We just come together, man. Scheduling is everything, though.
I hear it.
Scheduling.
That's, serious. Okay, I'm taking notes for myself. Right, so 2025, it's definitely been a big year. I mentioned that you have, you mentioned that you've got your Game Chat online, which is incredible. And it's just, the gamers are coming together and you can interview like celebs and friends and great people like that. But also you released an incredible short film, Go Back to Your Country, which was just so moving and
I saw your comment.
So timely.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate of how appropriate it was to watch this and sit in it and think about it. And as we can see, social media has literally been loving it. 1.7 million views across social media and counting, because I'm sure that's not going
up.
It's gonna go up. It's probably gone up by now even. Tell me about that.
That film was a product of my trauma, man. I have to be honest. We actually shot it a year ago.
No way.
It was actually made a year ago when the Southport riots happened. So I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
There was these murders in Southport, and then anti-immigration riots started happening there.
Yeah.
Then, people out in the streets, the EDO were out there, and then we're looking for anyone coloured, anyone refugees, anyone Muslim, and they were, busting into shops and breaking into, migrants' homes and stuff like that. We made it then, and ironically, it happened while I was on set for another film that I'm making. So when we were on set, a lot of my crew at the time were from ethnic minority backgrounds. We had to check in and make sure everyone got to set safely. So while I was on set making a different film, this was happening. But it inspired me to make the film.
Yeah.
Shortly after, I got straight into writing. And honestly, the script didn't even take me long because it was just me pouring out my experiences growing up, experiencing racism. And I worked with two incredible actors, Jay and Jeff Mirza. who both had their own experiences. So Jeff obviously grew up in the 70s, and obviously in the 70s there was so much racism back then. You know, I grew up with the racism and the backlash of 9/11, going into like school and, you know, being called a Taliban and all this sort of stuff. Like when you grow up with that, you can't shake that off.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? You have to have an outlet. So when that was when the riots were happening, I was heartbroken. And I remember a group of us that were invited to a premiere of Borderlands. We all cancelled because we couldn't safely get there and home. Back home, because we had to cancel because of the violence outside. And then Jay, when I spoke to him, it's a very hard role to take on, by the way.
Absolutely.
To get a phone call, like, bro, I need someone to play a racist, you know, far right thug. Would you be down? Jay was like, he didn't question it. He was like, I know what you're trying to do, and I see the vision. If we execute it in the right way, we can pull something off. And then, you know, we did it, man. And it was so weird. I did the film festival run. Did it. Got the nomination and all sorts. And then literally a year down to the T. 1 year later, it got relevant all over again. Because of what was happening out on the streets with Tommy Robinson. And then me and Jay were on a call and he said, bro, drop it. Drop it right now because it is relevant all over again. I was like, all right, cool. Didn't think anything of it. It was ready. It was already done. Like film festival run finished, and literally 360 days later.
Of course, you did the film festival.
It was done, and I just uploaded it. I had no trailer, no nothing, no promo. I just put it up, and I said, "Here's the film that I made a year ago. If you remember, here it is." And it just racked. Wow. It racked, and it was so heartwarming because a lot of the comments, 95% of the comments are, "What is happening to Britain?
Yeah.
Why are we like this? Why are we divided? We need to come together." A lot of people watched the film and they felt heartbroken. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it was the way it was written. It was the way it was performed, and it was me just pouring my trauma into the film. And that take that you're referring to, the last end of the film, we did it in 2 takes. So one side was Jay and the other side was mine. We did it in one go, and it was like the tears you see in the film. It's all real. You guys, it's all real. Like
acted that brilliantly.
It was theatre for me. It was theatre, and the cameras just disappeared, and we were just performing. It was like I was on a stage, and literally everyone on set, you could hear a pin drop.
I can imagine. Do
you know what I mean? So it's definitely one of my most powerful films that I've made. And funny enough, I got inspired by Riz Ahmed's The Long Goodbye. Okay. So that was made with his director, who also directed Top Boy. Yeah. And he basically. He said, I had an interview with them yesterday for the new Hamlet film.
Oh, of course.
And then as I was interviewing him, he said, oh yeah, I've watched your film. I was like, what?
No.
So imagine the director of Top Boy is sitting there in front of me. He's like, yeah, I've watched your film. And Riz Ahmed's like, what film? He's like, yeah, you've made it with Jay, innit? I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I watched it, man. It's really good. Imagine getting that compliment in a junket.
You're there to interview them.
I'm interviewing them, where Universal are sitting around me. Like,
everyone's like, what?
Everyone's like, oh, who's this guy? What film? And Riz like, I want to check this film out. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man, it was a surreal experience because I was like, I'm there trying to promote his film, and he's there complimenting me back, and I'm like, man, that's why I say you never know who's watching.
Facts.
You never know who's watching.
Amazing. Well, congratulations.
No, thank you, man.
It's brilliant, and you're using your art in such a powerful way. So, yeah, thank you. 100%. Thank you. You're sharing so many feelings, thoughts, emotions, and views of many. So, yeah. But again, going back to what you're saying, you never know who's watching. The ITVBe Creator Awards was watching.
Yeah.
You were nominated for the Best Entertainment Creator. That is huge.
Yeah, man.
How's that feel?
I was on, I was on set for a different brand job that I was doing. Yeah. And then I got the email, and my manager was like, "Oh, check your email." I was like, "Whoa." First of all, I was like, what's Be Creator? What is this? What is this? I see ITV. I'm like, what? And I'm like scrolling. I'm like, why is my name on this?
You had me at ITV, to be fair.
And then I was like, what? And then my manager, yeah, we submitted you. Like, so that was, you know what? I didn't take home the win, but you know what? That was a win in itself, because in this industry, you get so caught up with followers and numbers and all this stuff, and you start seeing other people doing, excelling in their careers a lot faster because of how swift the industry moves. Yeah. And then people like myself who are spending time working hard in the background, we take a lot longer. So to be considered as a nominee in that category with everyone else who they had incredible nominees in my category, I was like, really? Me? Like,
yes, you.
Do you know what I mean? That's how it felt. And then when I got there, it was so wholesome, man. And the table I was sitting on, when they announced my name, when when he said, and the nominees are, and he said, and then he was going through them. He said, Islah, bare people screaming like, yeah. I was like, you know what? If I don't get the award, that scream was enough, because that made me feel so good. I was like, you know what? I feel loved and I feel appreciated. That's all I needed, man. And then, you know, I didn't take home in the win, but I felt like a winner, man.
You're a winner to me, man. That's like I said.
What's it called?
Clack it.
That's it.
You're too funny. And this is why you were nominated, because you consistently like entertain us in so many different ways, so many different outlets. Like, congrats, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. And also, I have to say, you are the collab king.
Collab king, that's jokes.
You literally, like you said, you mentioned all these incredible people from like the cast of Man Like Mobeen. Like you've been networking for years, and it pays off because the collabs you do with brands and other creators is so impressive. I have to say, I'm a massive fan of Theo Shakes.
I love him, bro.
If you're not following Theo Shakes, jump online, because he's insane. And you guys did the sickest collabs of just like, you know, what was it?
The sketches.
The sketches.
The war heroes and the...
Right.
Yeah.
How did that happen? And also, how do you consistently like get opportunities to work with other creators?
Well, to start with Theo, so honestly, I saw him, he did a sketch and he was in London.
Okay.
And then I saw the Big Ben in the background. I was like, no way he's in London. Come on. And I didn't know where he's from. Genuinely, I thought,
he's from New Zealand?
He's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
But, I thought is he from LA? And the way he shoots his videos, you don't know where this guy's from.
It's true.
He's such a good actor.
Yes.
And that's what made me follow, because he's so good. There's so many people that make sketches out there, but his acting is so good.
So good.
Honestly, I just reached out. It was a dry DM. I slid in his DM. I was like, hey, bro, my name's Islah. I'm an actor. I just noticed you're in London. If you're around for long enough, I'd love to collaborate. Here's my... And literally, he just went through my page.
What?
He replied, and he was so humble about it. He replied, and he was like, I love what you're doing, man. I love your show reel. He checked out my stuff, and he goes, yeah, here's where I am. You know, like, let's think of some ideas. And that's literally how it went.
How many? Because you've done a few.
I've got some in my drafts that no one's seen
serious?
yet. Like, we've got stuff in the drafts that are even better than the ones we've done. And then we just link up. It's like we just WhatsApp, say, hey, what day you free? Got this idea, and then we send each other scripts. So I write scripts, he writes scripts. But honestly, when I'm with him, it doesn't feel like we're linking up to collaborate and collab post and how many followers you got. And all that. It's just like we're two actors that get together to perform. Like the last sketch we done was so powerful, that we were so immersed in our acting, we believed that we were those characters. And when we cut, we were like, wow, man, I actually felt that one. Like, it was good. So when I put that one out, you'll know what I'm referring to.
Okay.
But, honestly, I just reached out. So when I network with people and I collab king is what if you want to call it. Honestly, I'm just honest. I'm just honest. If I see value in someone and I'm passionate and I like what they do, like yourself, I will just reach out. Like you said it yourself. Like when I saw you presenting in the cinema, I reached out to you.
Yeah.
I didn't have any intention of I want to do this with her. I want to like collaborate with her. I was giving you your flowers.
I appreciate it.
That's all it was. And honestly, I was just like putting that good energy out there, because if someone does well, they deserve to be told. Do you know what I mean? If they've got an ego, that's their problem. But for me, I was like, I've seen so many presenters come and introduce a Marvel film and a big Warner Brothers movie, and the energy's so low. And you came in and the whole crowd got hyped. So you needed to be told. If no one's told you, like, Remel, you did a good job.
Thank
you. I want to see you do more of that. And that's all it was.
Yeah.
But then look at that one message that we shared, and now look where we are.
Yeah.
Do you get me? It's just about being a nice person, man. That's all it is. Being nice, being honest, and don't be anything less or more than that. Just don't hide behind a fake persona. Just be real.
Absolutely.
Just be real. And you never know, like, there's people that I'm connected with that are big in the industry that I haven't worked with yet, purely because, one, there's probably not something that we can collaborate on yet.
Fair.
Two, it's because time and schedule and whatnot.
Yeah.
And three, because I didn't network with them for that reason.
Yeah, you just wanted to connect.
Yeah, I just wanted to connect. I'm like, yo, you're doing big things.
Yeah.
We're not in the same industry, but you're big in what you're doing. And I love what you're doing, and you know what I mean? And it just goes both ways. It's mutual. But someday down the line,
who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Oh, I'm doing this, and I know it's out of your industry, but would love to. It just happens.
Yeah.
And that's the best collaborations, when it's natural.
I agree.
When it's forced, you can tell that these guys got paid for it, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chemistry's not there.
I see that
you know what I mean?
lot.
Yeah.
You can tell. You're like, I don't even know if they like each other.
Yeah, that's it. You get duo comedians, like you gotta. You know what I mean? You can't have Rush Hour without Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Facts.
You can't be like, they like each other.
They are friends.
Do you know what I mean? Jackie's
Yeah.
there in interviews saying his eyes are so big. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah.
The chemistry's got to be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The collaboration happens when it's the right time and if it's right for you two or for the group. And again, Corner Shop Network is a collaboration. The right people come together at the right time.
Amazing.
So-
Mr. Collaborator. We love it.
Collaboration.
Well, okay. I feel like, your journey, your legacy continues. But what do you actually want to do?
Wow.
Like,
okay.
what is your dream? Because I'm quite intrigued to see how your journey has evolved in the 15 years. So, like, now, kind of going back to when you said as a young boy you was a bit lost, you didn't know. Now, are you like, I got this?
I love how you made that into a full circle question.
I did it by
Now
accident, to be honest.
you're throwing me off as well. You know what? Okay, professionally, what my dream is to be an actor and a writer.
Amazing.
That's my dream. Everything else that I do along with it is just because I'm passionate.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose out of them and I was like, I want a career in this, it would be acting and writing.
I'm genuinely shocked at that answer, to be
Really?
honest. Because I feel like you're such a good storyteller.
But that's what storytelling is.
Yes.
When you're a writer,
Okay, I'll take it back.
You write. But I love that you said that. I love that you said that because when you're a writer, you tell a story. When you're an actor, you perform the story. When you're a presenter, you forge the story. Like you've done all your research, right?
Yeah.
You put all those notes together. You're telling that story. You just asked me a full circle question because you started in the beginning and now you brought it to the end. You're storytelling. Whatever I do, it is essentially storytelling. But if I had to choose out of all of them, it would be acting. It would be writing, and I feel like that encompasses everything I want to achieve because, for example, so I haven't said this anywhere else, but I'm starring in an upcoming game.
No.
Yeah.
That is so sick.
That's all I can say.
I'm so excited for you because I know how much that means to you.
Exactly.
So that excites
So-
me.
I love the gaming industry.
Yes.
And I love the gaming community and I love games. Like games has been my escape since I was a kid. Like I've been
Wow.
glued to my PlayStation since I was a kid. So to star in a game, so as an actor, to be acting, loving what I do as a craft, and then to be voice acting as well in the studio, and then to be starring in a game. I'm mixing the two worlds together. Do you know what I mean? When one day, inshallah, if I'm in a junket and I'm getting interviewed, I'd know how that presenter feels.
It's coming.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I know how to help them get the right answers, and there's ways you can link all the worlds together.
Yeah.
And writing, again, when I say writing, it's because our stories never get told, and if they
Yeah.
do, they get told in the wrong way. The amount of
That's very true.
the amount of streaming services that play Muslim characters, it's always about a girl that's got a hijab. And then she falls in love with a white guy and she takes it off. Like, it's some silly storylines like that. Or the Asian guy's got a beard and he's a terrorist, right? I can't keep letting that happen. So I have to write the stories that these studios don't want to tell because no one's going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we have people like that out there. Look, you got Dreaming Whilst Black,
Yeah.
right? You've got Riz Ahmed making things like Hamlet right now, The Long Goodbye. People like that are what our communities need.
Absolutely.
They need to be at the forefront to be like, I'm doing this because my stories aren't told, so I'm telling it myself.
Yeah.
And they are inspiring the rest of us to do the same because that's what they're trying to do. So that's why I say writing and acting.
Yeah.
But essentially, I would always say, especially in this industry, I just want to do what makes me happy. Because without
Amen.
that, you will be waking up every morning with regrets, with anxiety, with indecisiveness and worry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you want to do what makes you happy. If acting makes me happy, I'm going to do it. If presenting makes me happy, I'm going to do it. If going for a walk in the park makes me happy, I'm going to do it. You have to do what makes you happy because life is so short. We were just talking about D earlier. Life is so short. You don't want to live it in such a way where you're doing things that aren't filling your purpose. And that is the other key word. Because a lot of us get lost in this industry and we do things either for popularity or purpose. If you do it for popularity, you're always going to be chasing that number.
Absolutely.
That following count. Oh, my followers need to go up 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Oh, I want 20 million. You're going to keep chasing. And that has such a negative effect on your mental health. Has such a negative effect on the people around you because you're going to stop trusting people. You're going to be like, who's in it to to benefit themselves, and who's in it for me. And then you start noticing things around you, start waking up a bit weird, and that's why you hear all these horror stories like, oh, so and so influencer committed suicide, and so and then you hear horror stories, oh, so and so stabbed him in the back, and all of that is because of that toxic situation of popularity. You do things for a purpose now. My film, for example, I'm just using my film as an example. Go Back to Your Country was a film about racism, tackling the anti-immigration rights and stuff like that. That was the purpose.
Yeah.
I didn't have any intention of, I want to put this out because I want to show people how good of an actor I am, and making it about me. It was about the purpose. I just put it out there with no trailer, no nothing, and the purpose became popular.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to think about it. Do you know what I mean?
That was deep. The purpose became popular.
That's it. So whatever you're chasing out there, what's your purpose? Find what your purpose is, because it might be that someone else got famous and they're on a red carpet and cool, but that might be right for them.
Yeah.
But maybe what's right for you is not right. It's not the same. Is your purpose is to help people. That's why you're doing it. You've got 3 students in the room right now, and you're helping them. Hopefully they're getting inspired as well. And you've got an award show. Your purpose is to not only shine on your own, but to help others see your light. And start using you as an inspiration and shining their light. Do you know what I mean?
Well
so
said.
we have to find that purpose. And on top of that, obviously I'm a believer of God, and I have religion behind me. Those kind of things and faith, that all blends into the reasons why I do it as well. Do you know what I mean? You have to be God-fearing, and you got to think, is this one day when I die, what's the legacy I'm leaving behind? Because we talk about the greats all the time. Michael Jackson, we talk about, Malcolm X. You think of these people and you think about what they're remembered for.
Yeah.
Then you never think of, like, whenever you talk about MJ, you talk about your favorite MJ track.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and then what he did for you. Like, I remember when I was a kid, this happened. Or, actors like Heath Ledger. We always talk about him and we think, the Joker. Like, we always think of their art and what they left behind.
Absolutely.
If what you leave behind is powerful enough, that's how you become immortal, because your legacy lived on. Do you know what I mean? So it's deep.
I didn't know we were going there.
Hey. Damn.
But I love that. Well, this brings us perfectly. Islah. I feel like I've learned how to say your name properly today. Islah. Islah.
There you go.
I'm not like the others, even though I probably did it wrong at the start, didn't I?
I don't know. I can't remember now. So wind it back.
Now we know. Now we know. But no, this is the perfect opportunity to get your top 5 tips for the mainstream. You've said a lot.
Yeah, I said a lot.
So just give us 5.
5 top tips, man. So this is the thing. There's either chase your dreams advice, or there's practical advice, or there's let me hit you on the head advice, because this is real and it might happen advice. So I'm gonna put it to you guys in the studio. What kind of advice do you want? Am I allowed to?
Yeah, of course.
What kind of advice do you want? You want
one of each?
One of each. Okay, one of each. She's good. She thinks on her toes.
Big up to
one
me.
of each. Okay. Oh my God, one of each. All right. In no particular order then. Motivation is different from discipline. Don't chase motivation. Chase discipline, because some days you're gonna want to wake up, and you're gonna wake up and you're not gonna want to do it. You're gonna be like, I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm not gonna succeed. I'm not gonna. It's the discipline that still gets you going, because you gotta do it even on the days you don't. So discipline is what you need to train, not motivation. Motivation is great. We need it here and there. Inspiration is great, but it's the discipline that keeps you going.
Okay.
Again, this is in no order. Sad realities of what we do. Majority of the time, and I'm not saying this is always the case, the first people not to believe in you is your family and your friends.
Ooh.
And that is a hard truth. It's a harsh truth that we have to swallow from the beginning, and it's not their fault either. Because sometimes your family and your friends grew up with you, and they have a perception of you in their heads of what they know of you. Yeah. They have their own insecurities. So when they see you shining, you're doing all these things that it's not usual to go to a red carpet. It's not usual to be making films. It's not usual to have a hit song and get played on the radio. Yeah. These aren't normal things that people can do. Yeah. So when you have family and friends that are just living, like, let's say 9 to 5 mediocre kind of lives, they can't see you outside of that box. They struggle to be like, I I can't look at you the way other people were looking. So I'm gonna keep you there.
Yeah.
I want to keep you down where I want you because it makes me feel insecure.
Yeah.
So it's not their fault, but it is the result of them not supporting you. So sometimes they might not be like, oh, well done, like you did, I saw you did this. Like they won't be the ones to be celebrating you. You'll find that elsewhere. You'll find that in other friends and your followers and your audience.
Yeah.
And if the sooner you swallow that pill, the better you'll be because you don't want to let those kind of people hold you back. That's harsh advice.
Yeah, understandable.
Let's go for practical advice, yeah? Practical advice. I mentioned it earlier about, going to brands' contact pages and stuff like that. Look at, nowadays, people don't look at websites. People don't check your website, they check your Instagram. And that is with casting as an actor, that is with presenting.
Oh.
Yep, and that is with brand work, right? So, is your Instagram page or your TikTok page your website? Is it representing you the way you want to be seen?
Yeah.
All right. I'll use acting as an example. If your bio says actor, and I scroll down let's say the first 8 to 10 grids, posts on your grid, and nothing is to do with acting, and it's just you on holiday or you're in a pool or whatever, yeah, I'm gonna skip past you.
I hear it.
Right? Because that to me feels like, oh, this person doesn't look serious. And the thing is, you got your thumbnails are it's like the front page of a book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the front page of a movie cover. I have to then click on it to then read the caption. You can't read captions if you're scrolling.
Yeah.
So if your picture doesn't look like you're on set, if your picture doesn't look like a monologue that you're performing, I'm not gonna click on it to then know. Do you know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, but I had a photo of when I was acting. Yeah, but it looked like you're just on a beach.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that I was on set. Do you know what I mean? So you got to be very smart in the way you market yourself because you're gonna get judged on Instagram. Do you know how many casting directors look you up before you come into the audition room?
I'm not surprised.
And they scroll on their phone, like, let me see what this person's about. Who I'm about to meet when they walk in the room.
Yeah.
Are they catfishing me? What kind of personality? That's the other thing. 2 of my acting jobs I got not just because I was a good actor, but because they liked who I was, just as a person.
That's very true.
Just as a person, because when I asked the directors, why did you pick me out of everyone? Oh, you've got a nice smile. You're just a nice guy.
Oh wow.
People, that was people just want to work with nice people. Yeah. So if they go on your Instagram and they see that you're not someone that they can visualize working with, because remember, if you're on set, you're working with these people like 12 hours a day.
Absolutely.
Every day. You're gonna get tired. You want to make sure you're around the right people. You go, oh, this guy again. Do you know what I mean? So your Instagram's got to portray that. You have to be very wise with what you're posting out there, and it has to reflect on what's in your bio.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if it says actor, if it says presenter, if it says music producer, if it says costume designer, show me. Show me in the first 2 scrolls. Because even someone might be, I don't know, it gets really deep, but someone might be scrolling while the Wi-Fi is not great. So when you scroll once on Instagram, right, it loads.
That's a great point.
It loads. It does a little thing, and you're stuck with the first 6 grids.
Yes.
So you got to think someone's looking at that, and then that's what they're staring at. Your first 6 and your 3 pinned posts have to be important.
Gotta be on
point. Do you
point.
know what I mean? And your bio, please, I say this all the time. Never always put your email in your bio.
Oh.
Because so many brands, they work on laptops, so they can't click. Sometimes they can't click on the contact button.
I didn't know that.
And then what they do, they copy and paste your email onto their email and they send you an email out. But if your email's not there, and I've had this before because I remember organizing my event and I had to go through people's profiles to find their email address.
Oh yeah, you're right, because when I'm on my laptop, I will go to my phone and then have to copy it.
So imagine, these are people that work 9 to 5. They get paid for their job. 50% of them don't even want to do it, so they're just like,
they
whatever.
might not bother.
They're not gonna bother. So if they go on your profile, they're like, oh, this person looks great to invite, or this person looks great to work with, but then your email's not in your bio. They're like, oh, let me click on the link in the bio. Your link in the bio still doesn't have your email address. Oh, they got a website. Let me go on their website. It's too much work for them.
It's too much.
They're like, you know what? I'm done. Forget it.
Wow.
Make it easier for them because they're
That makes
lazy.
sense.
So put your email in your bio. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how many points is that.
That's
3
3. 2 more.
2 more. Oh my god. Oh man.
You've done well.
I don't know. 2 more points. What do you guys want me to cover? Give me a question. Maybe that might be able to.
No, it's your tips.
Tips.
That's cheating.
My tips.
All right. How about it could be practical? It could be like
that was practical.
Even like self-employment life. All of these things.
Okay. I'll give 2 more. Okay. So learn about self-employment. Learn about starting companies. Learn about how to do your taxes and stuff like that. Learn about the things that you didn't get taught in school.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The other thing I'll say is,
So is that number 4?
I think that's number 4.
Okay, thank you.
I wish I thought these beforehand. The other thing I'll probably end with is surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with positive people that lift you up, because you are the company you keep. So if you're around people that are like that inspire you or motivate you, then you're gonna feel inspired. You're gonna feel motivated. But if you're around people like, "Oh, do you wanna go out tonight?" and it's like it's always that, then chances are you're not working on the weekend. You're not grinding. You're just you're having a hangover the next day. Like, you have to think about who you're around and who's actually there for you. Who's actually gonna champion you? Because we've had it in the past, man. Like, you'll be around someone who secretly doesn't want you to win. And again, that's a harsh truth. Like, you have to be mindful of who you're around. Find your tribe, stick with them, and like help each other win. Do you know what I mean? And always collaborate, man. There's so much advice I could give, but I've just thrown off so much I could.
It's all right. We got the top 5 tips, and we're grateful.
I don't know if it's top 5, but it's definitely 5.
It was a good 5. It was a good 5. We covered it. It was range. It was range. Well, thank you so much
my pleasure.
for being on the mainstream. Let them know how they can follow you, subscribe, 100%. Support, all that good stuff.
100%. So I'm on everything. It's either Mr.Islah or it's Mr._Islah. Some guy took the dot on YouTube, innit?
What?
Yeah, man. We was 2 subscribers, bro. Just delete your account, man. Just let me have the account. Just give me the dot. Like, why are you being...
That's the worst.
Make my life easy so I could just say, Mr.Islah everywhere, but I have to separate...
It's all right.
Just 1 subscriber, bro. Just this guy. Probably some guy in, like, Indonesia or something.
Just pre and everyone else.
Yeah, man. Just using your YouTube account to pre. Just give me the handle, man. Jeez. Not joking.
I hope you get it.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on the mainstream.
This is so sick. This has been like a therapy session.
Thank you for watching the Mainstream Podcast with me, Remel London. Make sure you rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and follow us at the Mainstream UK and at Remel_London.